And the Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Stockton to 17. He's probably second-guessing that return. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give them...
Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 32, but it was backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Right back to the well. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to try to get it himself. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
It's hard to stop, Greg Bird. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Stockton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
So Wake Forest offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on other success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
The inside handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Run the route right. Run the route right.
To the air on 1st down.
Thank you.
Pulls it in. It's Stockton. He's got room. Shaw's out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 1st down for this offense. Wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period, 1st down here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Got it behind the line. It's Baker. There he goes. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the stick. It's Taylor. Gets it in there for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Brings it in down the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good example of the quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed, his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fears the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job of taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Cross, goes to the marker, it's Taylor. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They just keep firing. Quarterback extends the play. Slithers into space.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going to run it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught behind the line. It's Maddox. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Stockton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Trying play action. Still looking on the move. Working that left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And it's in for a touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner will be dragged down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From From the gun, the running back looking for room. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his target down the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's... down the left side.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Great pass, it's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the catch, it's Stockton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a
excellent, right on time for a touchdown, huh?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got his man. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A run to the right. Finding an escape route. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense should...
Rush coming in high, and they got him in the 29.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They've got to keep their quarterback up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Powell. Now improvising. It will go incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. The short hands, it's Stockton. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Catch the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Wants to fire on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they
winter world, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a smart. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
They've given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's moving. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play. They haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Demon Deacons didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Just keep slinging it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they will score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Wake Forest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Max. Turning it on! He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Just a couple of inches to go, get this done, and the ball game should be theirs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Bring in the heat. Oh, he makes the catch. Trying to take it back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he get it there. Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there in this situation. You know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the own?
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Looking for the 2-point try. The snap sets up the throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next